Good morning, Dwayne, and welcome to this edition of the June episode of Chamber Chat.
As you can see, look who's here today.
Yeah, I'm not Suzanne Williams, and this is not Jen Sherwood, but I'm Shan Burklow of DeKalb Community Hospital, and so happy to be co-hosting with Coco.
And I am Kathy Hendrickson, the Director of Justin Potter Library in the DeKalb County Library System, and we are the co-host and co-host today.
Yes, we are.
So we have big shoes to fill today, but we're going to give it our best.
Well, you know, we have a great show lined up.
Yes, we do.
And it has shuffled around. You're going to have to bear with us. We have some guests coming on at the last minute, some that aren't here at the last minute.
Yes.
So we're going to have a real fun time today.
Yes, we are going to have a lot of fun. A lot of good things going on in our county this month.
Now, tell me, DeKalb Cleanup Day, I was not able to be there. Not because I was a bad citizen, but because I had a sick family member. But it was phenomenal.
I think so. And in fact, I didn't get to go, but I did get my bag.
On both of us.
I did sign up, and I did go around town picking up garbage around town in front of the library and around town. So I did pick up a little garbage bag.
Well, see, that's what I did. I did the day before.
Yes, so I did too. So we did our part. We did our part.
Now, over 12,000 pounds of trash was collected from across the county, and as you see on the Chamber Facebook page, the many volunteers that came out and participated. And this is really a nice community event that you have something to show for what you've done at the end of the day.
It is, and it's a great effort, and it makes our county look nice, especially visitors passing through, you know, with all the...
Well, you know, and we had some state representatives come through the day after, and they said, I tell you what, DeKalb County looks so great today. What is the difference? So they even noticed that something was different.
And let's keep it that way.
Yes.
Please, let's keep it our way.
Absolutely.
Take a little trash bag in your car and throw it out the window.
Now, our first guest.
Yes.
This is going to be my first time meeting Erin.
Yes.
Erin is the ambassador of Hope Counseling, and that's West Walnut Street in Smithville. And Erin, you provide counseling services to individuals and families?
And families and couples. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. Well, I work with issues such as depression, anxiety, trauma issues. I've been specially trained for what's called trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy.
Now that is a mouthful. Okay, layman's terms, Erin. It is now time to help me understand.
So basically, it is an opportunity for children to learn techniques who have been traumatized. So it's teaching them how to manage emotions, deal with the memories, and hopefully get past the traumatic incident that has caused them issues.
Wow. Now, who is available, you know, to access these services?
Anyone is available. I'm open to private pay, but I also take most of the commercial insurances as well as state insurances. So Medicare, TennCare, Blue Care, all of those little cares.
All of those little cares. I like that. That was easy.
That care.
Now, is there a phone number they can reach you? Do you have what is the best way to contact you?
Yeah, so the best way is at 615-318-4810, or you can also go to my website at www.ambassadorofhope.com.
That's actually an easy website for some that Carl has delivered in the past.
Oh, yes, with all the digits and numbers and... Yeah.
No, that's great. Ambassador of Hope.
Ambassador of Hope Counseling.com.
Counseling.com.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can Google it as well, because I did that earlier and it popped right up.
Great.
So.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can actually set an appointment on there. You can download all the forms for your initial appointment. You can do everything right from that website.
That's great.
So.
Now, some people are concerned about privacy and all that sort of thing, because this, you know, anything with a traumatic, you know, issue is very personal. You know, fill us in on that side of what you do.
Sure, yeah. So confidentiality is actually state and federally regulated. So there are special laws to protect people's privacy. So if I was seeing you and I announced on the radio, hey, I'm seeing Shan, I
for so many issues.
Yes.
So many issues.
Poor Shan.
Poor Shan.
So there are special laws in place to protect people's privacy. It is against the law for me to say who I am seeing and what for, unless they have given me special permissions or under special circumstances. And so the way that I set it up is I schedule an hour of time. That is your time. When you come in, I'm dedicating that hour to you, but I'm going to cut it short about 45 minutes into it to give you a chance to get out the door, be on your way, and the next person come about 15 minutes later.
So you don't have the overlap.
So there's not an overlap in people
Sure.
coming into this.
That's great.
Right.
That's
Nice, very nice. Well, thank you so much for
you.
coming on the show. And
Thank you for having me.
And remember, once again, if you would like to contact Ambassador of Hope Counseling and meet with Erin, you can call 615-318-4810. Thank you so much. It was a
Thank you,
pleasure to meet
Thank
you
you,
today.
ladies. Nice to meet you,
too. Have a good day,
Thank
hon.
you.
Now, here's something I actually do know about.
Yes.
I know. Brace yourself, Kathy. Okay, the Milestone Awards, and these were really special to me because I love all of the people connected
Yes.
with these businesses. They work very, very hard.
We're telling our age too. 'Cause
I know,
we
I know
remember
we are.
all of it. Not the 75 years now. I'm not there yet.
We're feeling good about ourselves
Yes,
now.
yeah.
Way to kick it up.
But the others, yes.
Starting with DeKalb Ace Hardware, and it's their 30-year milestone.
Yes. And
Hoorah to them.
Great for them. They do a great job and it's great service. to
And
people.
Dwayne up there, I mean, he helped me last week. He helps me all the time. Anytime you walk in, he knows I'm going to have a complicated question, and he always has the answer.
Gives you good advice.
Yes, he really does. And his staff, they're
Yes.
all just
Awesome.
absolutely fantastic. Next up, we have Subway.
Yay,
20 years. Now, that's something that does make me feel old.
Well, I can't believe it's been that long.
I mean, really, I was thinking maybe 10, 15
Yeah.
years. How old am I? This has been a great 20 years for
Yes.
them, and they are about to relocate
Are
in
they?
their new building. Yeah, they're really, it's
Oh,
coming
is that
up
the one on the
fast.
corner there?
That's coming, yes.
I was wondering what was going in there.
Subway and 20-year milestone, and then last
big dog.
definitely not least, yes, Caney Fork Electric. Wait for it. Yes, 75 years.
Yay.
And at Caney Fork, they are really vested in the community for more than one reason. But their team, they're always doing community events. They release
Yes.
an annual cookbook every year. They do all kinds
They
of
do.
hometown things, open houses, kids' days, that sort of thing. We appreciate what Caney Fork
Well, all
does.
three of them and the businesses, they help us during the summer reading program and also during the Older Americans Day. They're always giving things to us for the library for the kids and things
Well,
like
and
that.
while
So-
we're doing shout outs and shameless plugs, Subway helps us with the weight loss challenge as
So
well.
there you go.
So yeah, we appreciate that. And if we have missed anyone, because sometimes there's a business that says,
There
we've
is.
been in business 10 years, nobody mentioned me on the radio.
Let us know.
Yes, let us know. Call the Chamber, 597-4163, because if we don't know, we can't let others
right.
know. Community Improvement Awards.
The Alexandria Fire Department, it looks fabulous. I haven't been down there, but I would like to go and look at it. New paint, new signs.
Saw the pictures.
Yeah,
It really does.
stop
look
by
nice.
and see all the great improvements down there. They, our fire department and our summer reading program is every hero has a story, and our fire departments, our police departments.
Look
and all
at
the
you,
people-
I'm with a
yes,
superhero
I'm
today.
ready. Yes, they such a great service to our community, and they serve. So
Well, and those firefighters, the hardest
do.
working volunteers.
volunteers
in DeKalb
yes,
County.
yes. So
They are excellent.
Go by and look at the new improvements down there. Meet the firefighters.
I love it. Now, we are going to go to something that I'm about to get my family pass. I've been delayed in it. My husband's been a little under the weather, but we are going to talk about the Smithville Municipal Swimming Pool, and it is now open, and the weather is perfect for it. And we have Camry and Carly White. Good morning, girls. Good
morning.
Thank you so much for coming out. Now let's start out, and of course I already know all this, so I'm going to feel real smart on this as opposed
Go
to
ahead.
Ambassador of Hope. So tell us your hours.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, we're open from 11 to 6. Thursday, we're open from 11 to 8. And Sunday, we're open 1 to 6.
Well, and the weather is really getting hot. We want people to come out. Now, the admission is very, very reasonable. Some people, I had someone who even said we'd lived here 2 years before I realized we had a community
Yes.
pool. And I said, absolutely. And then when I told them how much it cost to get in, they were like, oh, I feel like I've
Their jaw
lost
dropped. 2
years of my life.
Yeah.
There is summer fun that I could have had. What is the admission, girls?
Only $2 per person.
Only $2 per person. And some places will get you on the admission, get you in the door, and then rip you off once you get in
Yes.
there. And Our community pool is not like that at all. Snacks are very, very reasonable. Everyone is very, very friendly.
Nice people to work there.
And it's a really nice pool. I mean, it's absolutely a nice
Gives
pool.
our kids a safe place to go where they can have fun.
Now, I have 4 kids at home and 2 adults, although my husband will not swim. I think he could drown in a teaspoon of water. Sorry, hubby.
He can't float even.
But we get a family season pass, and that is for up to 5 people. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And that runs how much?
Only 100.
Only 100. Okay, you heard that right. You can either get in for $2 a person or for $100.
5
I mean,
to 5 people for the.
no
For the year.
kidding,
That
for the
is-
entire season.
Where can you go and have that much fun for that price?
Oh, and it's wonderful.
With 5 people.
It's wonderful. I absolutely love it,
Yes.
and my kids love it. So it has really been a great asset to our community. And then for people who want to have single passes, I know that some teens will go in and they'll get their pass. What's that cost?
They're $35.
$35, and that's a nice way. You know, if you're like me, you don't have a lot of cash sitting in your wallet all the time, and if somebody doesn't take a debit card, you can send your teenagers with, you know, a pass and a couple of dollars,
And they're set for the day.
Yeah, and they're set for the day. It's really, really convenient. Now, my girls are about to have birthday parties and all this good stuff, and I've already called about this. Tell us about private parties, birthday parties, after hours. What have you got going on?
We have private pool parties. They're in the afternoons from 7 to 9 p.m. and they're $150.
And to me, that's fantastic.
It is a great price.
Especially
A bargain.
Yeah, well, it's better than a bargain. You know, my boys wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Mm-hmm. And I
Been there,
checked,
done that.
and they've done that, and I paid all of that, and you go out of town and you drag all their friends out of town,
Yes.
and I was like, hey boys,
Let's
you
do something.
you have summer birthdays. July is right around the corner. What do you think about a pool party? So I've already called, and they were like, oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm already booking my date, girls. So I got your back. Now, you also, this is something new that I was not aware of. You have private swim classes.
Yes, swimming lessons. Yeah. If you-
What ages? You're not sure.
I'm not sure.
So you know what you
I
need to do.
think Any age,
Call
really.
the pool.
Any age.
If you need swimming lessons, call 615-597-6648.
There you
Yay.
go. Way to recover.
Yay.
You know, I don't know the answers either, so we're in the same boat. That's okay. Private swimming classes, and if you have any questions, you can call the Smithville Municipal Swimming Pool, and that is 597-6648. Thank you so
Thank y'all.
much. Yay.
Y'all have a good day.
Anytime, girls. Anytime. Thank you so much. You girls do a great job at the pool.
All right.
Okay, Kathy, take it away.
We have
guest after guest today.
We have yard sales coming up.
Woo! You know, I'm a
Yay.
yard sale junkie.
Well, my things are too good to throw away, but not good enough to put in a yard sale. Now, what is that?
I
don't
didn't
know.
say I like to run yard sales. I said I like to go to yard
them,
sales.
yes.
Yes, but I have plenty of yard sales. If anybody wants my yard sale items, I'm not doing anything
Go to
with them.
Shan's house. Give them your number.
That's right.
The Liberty Senior Center yard sale fundraiser is June the 4th to June the 6th at the Liberty Senior Center, and that's starting at 8 a.m. and 2 whenever, I suppose, till everything's sold out. So you can call Nancy Go down there at the Liberty Senior Center. Liberty's annual town-wide yard sale, Saturday, June the 6th from 7:30 a.m. until
I do not miss this.
rain or shine.
It's wonderful, and you know, if you don't go to Liberty often, you don't understand how convenient this yard sale is. Now, I hit them all. I hit the Watertown yard sale, any of the mile
Do
long
you hook
yard
up a
sales.
trailer to the back of your car and
I
just
bring
drive
my
around?
husband's truck, and then we usually wind up going back to get another vehicle to load it down.
okay.
I'm really hardcore yard sale.
Yeah, okay. You got
But
storage buildings
you
out
go
there.
to Liberty, and what's so wonderful is both sides of the street. You walk down one side and you shop. Now, I have a tip because I'm an expert.
You're an expert yard sailor, okay.
Bring 3 eco bags. Carry the one and put 2 eco bags inside of it, and that way, as you're buying things, you don't have grocery bags that they're giving you and they're ripping, and if you
Yeah.
buy something heavy, it's
Bring
real
your own
easy.
bags.
I have found that is the trick, and you're not miserable because by the time you make it down one side, you're gonna have bought several items,
Yes.
and then you have to come back up the other side to get to your car, and then you buy more stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're gonna love it.
You might want to buy your little red wagon and just haul it around behind you, filling it
And
up
if
as
you
you
get
go.
tired, your husband can just pull you.
pull you through there. The Smithville Senior Citizens Community Dance, June the 5th at 7 p.m. at the DeKalb County Complex, featuring the One-Eyed Dog. I
love this.
I think that's the way we say it, One-Eyed Dog.
Are you a big dancer, Kathy?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I love to watch them dance, but no, I don't cut a rug.
I consider protecting the public from my
it could be
dancing.
hazardous. Yes, it could be. Or embarrassing or something. I could clear a dance fair quickly. Everyone is welcome, and for more information, call 615-597-7575.
Well, you are just rolling through. We are rolling to page 2.
Rolling.
Almost there.
We're the TWRA Free Fishing Day, Saturday, June the 6th.
Now, this is
that
wildly
sounds like
popular.
fun. Yes. Don't have a fishing license? Don't worry. Enjoy a free day of fishing on June the 6th.
You know, my husband and my son do that every year. They do.
I used to love to fish. I like it when I'm catching them. I don't like it when I'm sitting there for 5 hours not catching anything.
Well, that's true. You saw
I don't have the patience.
This morning, I don't like losing, Kathy.
Yes.
So, you know, when the fish aren't rolling in, I get a little cranky.
Resident or not, any person of any age can fish Tennessee public waters without having a license.
And then, the Pea Ridge Kids Fishing Rodeo. I have nieces and nephews that love this. June 6th from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. And if you'd like more info on this, contact Tony Cross, and that's 931-287-8427. And once again, Pea Ridge Kids Fishing Rodeo. And
they're going to be roping some fish.
Oh, it's so much fun. You know, that takes some talent.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. Now we've got our guest ready.
Yes, we are.
He's ready.
He's been here early, and he's ready to talk to us.
I'm ready to go.
Yes, he is.
Well, I want to first thank y'all for having me.
And this is Justin Vaughn, by the way. He is from the Edgar Evans State Park.
A park ranger.
Park ranger.
Ranger Vaughn.
There he is.
Yes, ma'am. What I want to talk to you about today is our Junior Ranger Camp. It's going to be the first one ever we've had at Edgar Evans. And Junior Ranger Camp is a way for kids to get out and experience the outdoors with environmental programs that are fun, exciting activities, and get a little insight as far as what rangers do. That camp will be July 13th through the 17th. It'll run from 8:30 to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday. Spots are going to be limited to 30 kids.
Okay, so they need to call now.
Yes.
Okay.
The ages will be from 8 to 12. And it's also going to cost. It costs $25 for each kid, and registration ends on June 15th.
Okay, now I have a question because I'm a parent of 2 children in this age category. Do you leave them there, or do you stay with them?
You can stay there, or you can leave them. A lot of parents just leave them because
yes, a lot of parents will just leave them. I wonder why, Kathy.
I don't know.
It's a chance for the parents to get a break.
I'm leaving my. I'm going to call this grocery shopping time
Or spa day.
Oh, see, you're smarter than me. Spa day.
Yeah.
Grocery shopping time. What was I thinking?
Hey, don't work. Spot.
Some of our activities are going to include birds of prey. We're going to have wild birds there. We've got rangers coming from across the state to help us out with this.
Oh, how nice.
So we're going to be doing
fun.
hikes, canoe trips. The last day, part of our water safety trip is going to be canoeing the Caney. We're going to go probably about 6 miles.
Maybe I want to stay on
They need
day.
Senior Ranger Camp.
They do. Where's our camp?
I'll pass that along to Jacob.
There you go. There you go.
Just survival skills, much more. It's going to, and I believe also Vanderbilt Life Flight's going to be coming in.
Wow.
Oh,
week
my
sometime.
goodness. So much excitement.
It's just a chance for kids to get outdoors, enjoy fun activities, and also get an insight as far as what park rangers do.
Get away from their
Get away from
gadgets.
the parents.
Yes, the technology.
gadgets.
Oh, I love it. Well, this is a wonderful opportunity. Now, where do they need to call to make this happen?
They need to call the park office. It's 931-858-2114.
All right.
And get signed up. We'll send you a registration packet, which is just has your name, the kid's name, and health information, that kind of stuff we may need. Also, they're going to get a T-shirt, so we need your T-shirt size. They'll get a Junior Ranger badge, and prizes and all that stuff.
So that way they can come home and boss the parents around. Like,
Yeah.
I have a badge.
I am authority.
That's what my Charlie would do.
Yeah, no, that's the way they do. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, once again, call the park office. That number was 931-858-2114 to register. And if you call now, you will be beating me and my 2 kids to the phone.
So hurry, she's here.
You
so.
better. I'm very eager. I'm
Yes.
very excited about this.
She's a captive audience right now, so get your phone calls
Yes,
in.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Jesse.
Jesse. Thank you. And that segues in technology and getting
Yes.
kids away from that into.
And we have another park ranger with the Corps of Engineers. This is the lovely Sarah Peace. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks you guys for having me. So June, you have another opportunity to get outside and get away from those gadgets.
I love it.
I have a question for y'all. How much time do you think kids spend in a week with their gadgets, their computers, their on TV? How much time do you think
I'd
it
say
is?
10 to 15 hours.
It's more than that.
Whoa.
It's about 45 hours. So that's
Wow.
nearly 2 days. All combined right there.
Yeah.
Now, how much time do you think they spend just outdoors, playing, whatever? Just spending time outside.
Probably less than 10. I'd say.
Yeah, maybe.
It's less than an hour. It's 30 minutes.
Wow.
So the National Get Outdoors Day is an opportunity to get them excited about being outside and get them moving around. So we're going to have people from all over around the community just having booths set up with some fun activities for them to get involved in. TWRA is going to be there with their big trailer with all the animal skins, and we're going to be there. We're going to have a little boat that kids can get
Yay.
inside.
The library's going to be there.
The library is going to be there, yes, because you can take a book anywhere
Yes,
with
you
you.
can.
Right.
So we're going to have all kinds of things, and we want all the kids, all the families to come out. It's a free event, so don't have to worry about getting any money. Just come on out and have some fun.
Well, if Suzanne was here, she'd say she loves free.
Yes, free is good.
Yes, that woman loves her some free events.
And then also, I've been going around getting some volunteers for this event, but if I've forgotten someone, you think, hey, I have a business that is perfect for this, or maybe you just have some games that you want to bring along to provide, just let me know. You can call our office at 931-858-3125.
Perfect.
Sounds like a
Perfect.
fun day. We're going to be there, talking about superheroes and hometown community heroes. So it's going to be a great day, and hope everybody turns out.
And this is an event where parents and kids, you all come out and participate together.
Yeah, it's
this
all
is
family fun, Bring out the kid in all of us and get out there and
Yeah.
get some fun times. And then, we also talk a little bit about health and stuff while you're there, because, being outside, that's very important to your health. We want to try to
Yes.
get people as active as possible.
Oh, well, thank you so much for doing
you.
this.
Yes, that's
Everybody, National Get Outdoors Day. We are very excited. Once again, that's June 13th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Evans Park. Sarah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you all.
Thank you,
We're looking
appreciate
forward
it.
to it.
And if they don't know where Evans Park is, it is across from the library and the post office.
That's right, that's right.
By the
yes.
City Hall.
You'll see the
Little
big
gazebo.
gazebo. That's
Yep.
right.
You'll see all the activity going on, so you'll know you're at the place.
Yeah.
Now, Kathy, next up is an event that I know a lot about and I'm learning more and more each
Well,
day.
Tell us about it.
We've got the Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree and Crafts Festival this year on July 3rd and 4th. Once again, it has landed on the 4th for the
Well,
second year in a
there we
row.
go.
That makes for a very big jamboree and a very fun weekend.
And hope the weather cooperates.
Oh my goodness. Now, last year,
never
God
know.
and I had a big talk. It was very important that the weather cooperated. And it was a stunning year. But
great.
we want to go 2 for 2 now.
Yeah, we want to.
So I'm just throwing my prayer out there early that everything is gorgeous. And, I like it when it's overcast, not too hot, not too cold. I'm very specific.
people
about-
have fun, rain or shine.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
hey,
Absolutely. I will be there regardless.
Come down with your umbrellas if not.
I have not missed a jamboree since 1972. So, anyway, we want to start out the jamboree with our Project Welcome Mat at the Chamber of Commerce. And this is their big campaign where they kick off welcoming all the tourists that come in. Because,
Yeah.
thousands of people come in to our town and we want them to feel
We
welcome.
want them to feel like they're part of our community.
now,
so-
you've participated in this. Tell us a little bit about
Well, I
Project
haven't.
Welcome
I
Mat.
haven't really, because we're usually closed during that time.
Well, my thing is...
but we always come to the jamboree, and like I say, we support them wholeheartedly. But as far as doing a marquee or anything, we don't really have a space for anything like that. But we do in front of our library. We do have the amateur radio people. They
Yeah,
always set
yeah.
up every year, and they broadcast all over the world with this.
that's
So they use our flag poles, actually. The post office, the flag poles at the post office and ours, and they run their little wires there. So they're always in front of the library there. So we kind of support it that way, where the Jamboree is getting out to everyone.
You do.
Yeah.
And the hospital doesn't have a marquee either, so we post all the Jamboree lawn signs in front of the hospital lawn there as you enter. But if you have a marquee and you are a local business, or if you'd like to post a banner and do your own sign, some people even use shoe polish and paint in their windows.
Hey, that's cool.
You can absolutely do anything, but you need to think of something catchy because it is a contest. They do all kinds of real creative slogans for the Jamboree.
They are catchy.
Yes, they are. They really are. All county businesses are asked to use their marquees or any type of message signs to welcome Jamboree visitors to our area. Recognition awards along with media recognition are going to be presented in 3 categories: Best Worded, Most Original, and the People's Choice. The people
Awards.
have spoken. You want to call the Chamber at 597-4163, or you can email the Chamber at DeKalbTN@DTCcom.net if you'd like your sign to be included in the competition. So have your sign in place no later than Friday, June 19th. And Suzanne wants me to tell you, let's show folks how friendly the DeKalb County / Smithville area can be.
And they know we are. So.
And yes, and everybody, the businesses we appreciate. And we had some families get on board and post signs in their yard last year. So it's becoming a community thing,
That's
not just a
great.
business thing to
Everybody get involved because we are a community.
Absolutely. And once again, the dates on the Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree and Christ Festival, which I know you're going to come to, is July 3rd and 4th, which is always the closest Friday and Saturday to the 4th of July every year.
Oh, Bluegrass Pickin' Preview is also going to be on Thursday, July the 2nd with the Bluegrass group Pickin' Friends. Beginning at 7:30 p.m. to around 9 o'clock at the Evans Park. And that's across from the Smithville Post Office and Justin Potter Library. So
Now,
another big event.
If you've not heard Pickin' Friends, I heard them this week for the first time, and they are hardcore bluegrass. It is just so much energy. If you love bluegrass, now the Pickin' Preview last year was the first time event that we've ever done that, and it's kind of a pre-show to the Jamboree, kind of a kickoff. And there were over 300 people there. And it is bring your own chair or your blanket. There were lawn chairs and quilts spread out across the ground.
Just a fun time.
Really, really fun. And you just start getting that Jamboree atmosphere, and the vendors are setting
all worked up.
Oh.
And the kids, it's a family event. That's the thing. The family can come to these things.
It is clean family
yes.
fun. And the nice thing is if you felt like you just couldn't get enough of the Jamboree every year, now you've got a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. And you can get up and dance and all that
Except
stuff.
for Kathy and I. And
we'll watch. We're just watchers.
I like it. Now, I'm very proud about this next one, and we have Sharon Evans here to talk about it. The 17th annual Fiddler 5K and 1 mile fun run, because I helped with the very first Fiddler 5K, and for whatever reason, I drew the logo of the little running fiddle, and they're still using it.
He lives on. So
I know.
just
So
keeps running.
it's so exciting. He probably feels as old as I feel now.
Good
so.
ideas never are timeless.
Well, I don't know about that. They just must be glad for the free logo. But
17 years though.
17
That's
years.
a good logo. It can
yes.
last 17
I'm very honored. It
We love
tickles
the
me
fiddler.
every year.
Yes.
Okay, so Sharon, you're here to tell us the real guts and glory about the Fiddler 5K.
So it is the 17th annual race this year, and we run rain or shine.
And
if
they
you
do.
remember a couple years ago, it was very rainy.
A lot of rain, huh?
Just like you, we'll be doing our overcast.
That's right. That's
but
right.
not raining dance that morning. The morning of July 4th, we will have the race. We start in front of Love Cantrell Funeral Home there, and we end there too. So come out. You can register that morning, but it's easier if you register in advance. So we have several ways that you can do that, and registration is available now. You can go online to fiddler5k.com, and you can download a paper registration form, or you can actually just do it online from there. where you don't have to mail anything in. But I'm also going to the community center right after this to deliver some paper forms, and I'm going to drop some at the chamber. So if you don't have a computer, you are welcome to stop at one of those locations and pick up a form.
Absolutely.
The race, it's $25 if you register in advance for adults. It's $20 for 18 and under. So we have a student price, and then it's $30 for adults or $25 for 18 and under the day of the race.
Now, I've participated in both the 5K and the 1 mile fun run. They call it a fun run for a reason, because the 1 mile is fun and the 5K is challenging. It's not super challenging. You didn't make the course so hard that it's not runnable, and I appreciate that.
It's not a lot of uphills.
Well, it's just a little bit, just enough to keep it interesting. But it is a challenge, and a lot of people come out for it. And the proceeds go to what, Sharon?
They're all of the money raised goes to Habitat for Humanity right here in DeKalb County. So it helps provide affordable housing in our county.
It goes back into the community. Yes.
All of it does. And the course is a registered course, so if you are working toward, if that matters to you, we do have it registered for the 5K, but the fun run is for anybody. We do awards for runners and walkers age 12 and under, but if you have a child or a grandchild or a little buddy that you want to run with, you're welcome to do the one.
You know, when I did the fun run, it was quite humiliating because I was beaten by a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah, there are some fast.
But you helped back. Shane.
I wanted to help her self-esteem.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
That was it. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, Sharon, thank you so much.
Yes,
and once again, give us that website one more time.
It's fiddler5k.com.
Okay, fiddler5k.com, not .org.
No, .com. And there is a Facebook page as well, so we try to put some motivating information, and that's just Fiddler 5K.
So join their Facebook page, you go to their website. I feel sure you recommend that they sign up online, but you can call the chamber and find out where all the hard copies are, or stop by the chamber and get your own, and they'll have registration forms there. And this really is a great race for a great cause.
So turn out and run.
Yes.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thanks, Sharon.
Thanks so much. Sharon's lovely. Isn't she lovely?
Is.
Okay, now, I'm just going to sit back and take a nap now, because I have nothing to do with this, because now you get to be my guest.
Okay.
All right, tell us all about the Justin Potter Library and what they've got going on. And it is summer, so you might as well just grab a pen and paper and take notes, because it's a lot.
We have started our summer reading program. The registration for Summer Reading Club and Read to Me Club began on May the 28th, and we had a great turnout for that. So we had Super Science of Tennessee, and he always does some great things. He's got that little English accent, everybody loves that.
Yes.
Okay, and it will run through June the 22nd. Children set their own reading goals. I don't make it a competition. They set their own goal, and if they meet their goal, they set 10 to some of them 100 books. Whatever, if we can get a child just to read a book during the summer, we have accomplished something. And so they will receive a participation certificate at the end and some goodies from some of our local fast food restaurants, McDonald's and Sonic and Bumpers, and hopefully that we'll have Pizza Hut. We will have some coupons for that, and they'll get a certificate. So it's a great thing. This Thursday, I've got my superhero shirt on.
Yeah, we're superheroes
Our theme
today.
is every hero has a story, and we have a lot of heroes. Kids think of superheroes as Batman and Superman and all of that. Well, this Thursday at 2 o'clock, we're going to be visiting our superhero stations, and you're going to become your own superhero.
Oh, wow.
So they'll be doing masks and bracelets, and they'll be learn how to make a cape out of a T-shirt. And then we're going to have a surprise. I don't know. Miss Beth Cantrell's going to be, some of our teachers are helping us, Susan Hinton and Miss Margaret Nichols and Miss Jan Thomas, and Miss Beth Cantrell will be helping us with this, and they always do a great job. We have to have volunteers. We can't do this by ourselves. I have a great staff, and they work really, really hard, but we have to have volunteers to come in for this, because we have sometimes 100 people in the library, and we have 50 to 75 kids.
Absolutely.
And we're doing activities, so this is going to be a fun day for them. So turn out this Thursday, that's tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
So Kathy, speaking of volunteers, because there's probably some of our viewing audience and listening audience that would say, how do you get picked to be a volunteer? You're not picking
I don't
these people.
pick. They volunteer. That's why we say volunteer. They come by the library. We have them fill out a form for us, and we talk to them a little bit, interview them. And, not everybody wants to be a volunteer, or is, but we that's how we get them. And we've had some great volunteers over the years.
Well, and you can volunteer for the events that you are interested in, that you'd like
We've
to
had team, we had our tag group at one time, and they came in and helped move furniture and that sort of thing. So we have some teen volunteers. We're working with the Tennessee Promise, and a few of those have come in and helped us with that. So volunteers are welcome, let me tell you. And so we have some other events. And June the 11th at 2 o'clock, we will soar into reading with Snowbird.
Oh, and everybody loves Snowbird.
And the health department they have come in and they have volunteered, so to speak. They are going to be helping us with some of our summer reading. They're going to be coming to some of the programs and giving out some free things like toothbrushes.
That's
and
nice.
Talking about health and things like that. And Saturday, June the 13th, we were talking about the National Get Outdoor Day. We are participating in that. And as part of our summer reading program, we will be there at 10 a.m. and we are going to be celebrating hometown heroes. And that's our local people, our firefighters, our policemen, our sheriff's department,
I love
our
this.
EMTs, our nurses, our teachers. There's so many, wonderful people in our community. Batman, Superman, all those are nice, and that's fantasies to the kids. But they need to learn who the real heroes. So that day, we're going to have a few people on stage, our fire department and our sheriff's department and our police department, some people, representatives. But I would like anybody that wants to come, anybody that's part of, like the EMTs or, our Army and our Navy and our service people, men and women. We would like them to come and just be in the audience, and teachers, because they are our community heroes.
Absolutely.
Children need to be aware of who they are. Their parents are heroes, their grandparents, people that help them in an everyday life to get through life and to teach them the values in life. I think that is a hero.
Now let the record show, and I want this put on the actual record if someone's here taking notes. Oh, look, we have no one, but it's recorded, so Dwayne will give me a copy. You are a hero to me. When I was a child, we would go to our public library and I would sign up for the summer. I looked forward to the summer reading program, and it was wonderful, but it was nothing compared to what you do for our small community and these children, and the awareness. You're giving them a deeper awareness, not just a love of books, but that core and that moral center to think for themselves about something bigger than where they might be to begin with.
Well, I appreciate that, and we, our children are our future. And, we want them to be educated. We want them to take reading with them, not only when they're children, but to take it with them when they're adults and enjoy the reading. I think it makes better, it helps them in school. If they can read during the summer, it gives them a heads up, of others that aren't reading during the summer. It keeps their mind active. So we do the best we want to do for our community because we love our community. We want to give back to it. We love, anything that we can do to partner with the schools and the people in the community.
And you obviously
we want
to do
that
for children.
Yes, we do. And I have a grandchild, and he thinks he's a little too old now to come to these things. And he's only 10, but they feel grown up at 10. But
that's true.
But bless his heart, he I would bring him to all the summer reading programs, and now he says, Granny, I don't know, but he does read, and I've instilled that in him, and so that's a great thing. But I appreciate that, and we do our best, and we try, and we hope the community appreciates what we do, and we like ideas, and so any ideas that you come up with and you partner, we would love to do that. But our summer reading is our big event for our kids, and of course we have events all year long for that. We're doing things. And we at the Great Outdoors at 10 o'clock, we will have our meet with the hometown heroes at the Evans Park. At 11, we are going to have a book talk with Mary Evans. She has co-authored. She has edited the book, and she has a chapter in the book, Tennessee Women in the Progressive Era. So she will be at the library at 11 o'clock, and she will have a book talk. So the adults are welcome to come to that. And then I will be back at the park at 12:30, and I will be doing a story time for the kids there. So that's coming up. And then Thursday, June the 18th at 2, Healthy Heroes activity time. The health department will be coming in on that, and they'll be doing some activities there at the library. I don't know what all, some exercises, dancing, get the kids to dancing. I don't think I will be doing any of that. And also, UT Extension, April will probably be coming and doing some healthy foods with the children.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Showing them how to eat healthy. We all need to be doing that, not just the kids. And then our final party will be June the 22nd at 3 o'clock, and we will have, it's initials, but I don't get into all that, NHECN p.m. and they are going to present Underdogs in the Animal Kingdom. So we will have animals.
Wow,
and the children,
that's always popular.
Yes, and I don't know what they're bringing. And then the kids will get their goodie bags and their certificates that day. The Branch Library, Alexandria, today, actually they start their summer reading story hour today, June the 3rd, the 10th, 17th at 2. They will have story and activity time. The Liberty Library will be the 5th at 2 o'clock, story and activity time. And anytime you want to find out, and our computer classes will start back in July. We're taking a little break in June,
yes.
but our computer classes will start then.
Because we're getting outside.
We're getting out there. And then our adult program was End of Life Heroes, and Rochelle was doing that, and they will end that on Thursday, June the 25th at 3:30. The final wrap-up discussion group at the UT Extension Room in DeKalb Community Complex. And we want to thank all the people that participated in this, the ones that facilitated it and helped people learn about end of life, what they can do for their family at the end of life. And so we're going to have a great summer. Any information you want to find out about the libraries is 615-597-4359, or you can go to our website at DeKalbLibraries.net.
Well, you're just not busy at all.
No.
What a letdown.
Nothing to do. Nothing to do.
Now, next up on the agenda, I was so busy preparing to host today.
Well, now, Shan.
Because Suzanne makes it look easy.
Yes.
Not easy.
Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna be solidarity on that one. But I'm up next on the agenda, DeKalb Community Hospital updates, and here's what I have to say. Although I'm not prepared to talk about all the events we have going on and yada yada, and I could just ramble on. But this week, my husband has been to our ER 2 times.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, poor thing. He's been suffering with kidney stones. He's all fine now. For those of you that are deeply worried, he's okay.
Yes.
But let me tell you, as marketing director, I'm on the other side. I'm not on the healthcare side of things. And I just get to hear the good stories and the good things that are going on.
Experience things.
I got to experience it from start to finish, from the second I registered. And let me tell you, I know you go, well, she's the marketing director, so they know who, but the people that were working this particular shift, it was not when I normally have my business hours, when I'm in my office. They didn't know who I was. And they were so wonderful, and I was kind of glad to come in, and it's kind of like being a spy.
You were kind of seeing what was going on behind the scenes.
I wanted to be a real live, the patient experience process without someone knowing who I was, and so I really got that. And let me tell you, it was wonderful. And they were so compassionate, and it makes me feel very strongly about when I say that we have expert, compassionate care close to home.
That they take good care of.
All those words are very true, and I never will say anything in my advertisement that I do not believe to be 100% true, and I believe that 200% now. It was great, and then I went back the second time, whole other staff, whole other shift, same thing. And even my husband, who was in excruciating pain, when we got back home, he said, everyone was so very nice to me. And, they asked such important questions, about, what was going on, and just took real good care of him. And I just want to say thank you. That is my moment of talking about the hospital, because they took real good care of someone that I love, and that's what they do best.
It means a lot, whether it's you or especially a loved one.
Oh, it's worse when it is not you. Yes, when it's someone you care about.
They're being taken care of. That's a great
So
thing.
anyway, I just want to take this 30 seconds to just tell DeKalb Community Hospital staff and the doctors, thank you for taking care of my husband this week.
Hats off to you.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alexandria Senior Center's Flag Day commemoration.
I gave her this line.
And I can get that word out. Commemoration.
This is what you get for winning with lemon meringue pie and the Kilgore's
I'm
dessert
sorry,
contest.
there is drawbacks.
You
to
get
that.
the word
Yes.
commemoration.
Commemoration and fundraiser. June the 16th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Alexandria Senior Center. Lunch includes hot dog, hamburger, chips, drink, and a dessert for only $6. Takeout orders are available, and for more information, you can call the center at 615-529-2928.
The Alexandria Senior Center reminds me a lot of our public library here, because they are hopping.
They are hopping.
They always have something to offer, and I love that. I think that I think senior citizens have more energy than people who still have kids at home.
They don't slow down, let me tell you.
I think it's wonderful. I'm hoping that is something that's going to, rub off on me.
Keep on keeping on.
Okay, I guess I'm taking Marina News.
Take the Marina News.
Pates Ford Marina News, we're starting with 3 different events. June 6th, they have their fishing tournament. June 19th, the Low Country Shrimp Bowl. And July 4th, they have their annual fireworks show. And this is a beautiful, beautiful event. I do not get to attend the fireworks show because I'm at the Jamboree. But I have family members that go out there special for this, and they take lots of pictures, post them on Facebook, and I'm always like, oh, I wish I could do both.
And it's free.
And yes, and it's free. For more information, you're going to call 615-597-4807. And once again, that was Pates Ford Marina News.
And it's here. I mean, the 4th is right around the corner.
You're not kidding.
Yeah. UT Extension is offering canning classes. What better time? Here we go into the
note to my sister, if you are listening, Beth Chandler, canning classes. She wants me to teach her to can. I had rather her take a class. So here's her moment. This is your time to shine, Beth.
Listen up, Beth. The DeKalb County Complex Kitchen during the month of June. Cost is $50 per class and covers all materials and supplies as well as the canning book. So easy to preserve.
Oh, that's excellent. If you've ever canned, I mean, your supplies can get pretty costly. So that's excellent.
Classes will cover canning basics, including using a water bath canner and pressure canner. Participants will make jelly, canned tomatoes, and green beans.
Wow.
There are 3 dates to choose from. Saturday, June the 6th from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursday, June the 11th from 9:30 to 4 p.m. Thursday, June the 25th from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And for more information, call 615-597-4945. There you go, Beth.
There you go. And you know, this is kind of a master's course in canning because it is a different process between jams and jellies, preserves, green beans, canned tomatoes. It's totally
a lot
different.
Of different and canning, you know, has changed over the years.
Yes.
You know, some new techniques, and we do have some canning books at the library. So if you want to come there and check out some canning books.
And you know, if you cheat and do what I do, and you want to can something, but you also you don't have the time to have a garden. I go to the farmer's market on Saturdays.
Great resource there.
And it's wonderful.
I do too, and I put out a garden. So,
you know, I did a garden for years, but you know, working full time and now 4 kids at home, there's not a lot of gardening time for me. But I don't need to. I have the farmer's
somebody
market
garden for you.
It's wonderful. They took real good care of me. They know that they're like, we got your tomatoes in, Shem. We
don't
know
have to worry about the bugs and the deer eating your
it's wonderful.
garden.
No.
Yep.
Okay, you're up next.
Okay, first Friday, Coffee and Conversation with State Representative Terry Lynn Weaver from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. at Social Blends, 310 West Broad Street, Smithville.
Well, and Terry Lynn, you can have a no-frills conversation with this woman. She will just speak directly to, you know, whatever you address to her. I appreciate that she's willing to do this. And then the third Friday, town meeting with State Representative Mark Pody, such a wonderful man.
Yes.
10:30 to 12:30 p.m. at the Board of Education building, and that is downtown Smithville, 110 South Public Square in Smithville. And you may want to participate in both of these events. If you have something to say or you have questions, that's what they're here for.
That's the thing to do, going to speak with them about what your concerns are, what you need to know.
Now, this is going to be a much shorter segment than we're used to having because Jen is not here.
Yes.
So, Jen, we're going to try to do you justice in abbreviated form.
Yes.
Okay. This is what Jen would have said. She would be talking to you about the Center Hill Lake Day Report with Leadership DeKalb. I hear the weather was lovely, and they did a whole lot of work inside the houseboat.
Wow.
You know, I have a complaint because, you know, that was the same when I was in Leadership DeKalb. We did our activities inside the houseboat, and it was like we were held captive until we finished our activities so that we could go outside and sit and enjoy the lake. So, you know, they did get lake time. So I appreciate that.
So they finished. They did it quickly.
They did it as quick as they could, as quick as Jen would let them. And then they enjoyed a beautiful day on Center Hill Lake. And then the graduation is coming up, and I'm helping with some of the planning on that. It's June 16th at 6 o'clock p.m. at New Life Connection Center. And they're very excited about graduating. They've got all kinds of great plans. They have their president in place and their new project coming up, and they're going to be future alumni. So welcome to the the team.
And as Jen would say, the best class ever.
The best class ever. I'm not saying that.
No.
I am not saying that.
I'm saying what Jen probably would say.
2005, best class ever. That's what I'm saying.
But she's a little.
I'm biased.
Yes,
proudly
a little
so.
biased on that.
Now, the Chamber wants to help promote your news or special events. So, Kathy, tell them what to do.
Please call the Chamber office at 615-597-4163 or email DeKalbTN@dtccom.net and we'll help you spread the word.
That's right. And until we see you in July, and I will go back to my loved position as guest, and you will be co-host, and you can see Suzanne and Jen back here on the Chamber Chat. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Have a happy July 4th.